The other thing is, there's a purpose in my earning money.
Sige nga.
The purpose in my earning money is to make sure that my children and my grandchildren will not go hungry and they will have good careers.
Graduate na ako.
Oo.
I paid my dues. Why should I still learn?
Yes.
Why?
Now,
How does a Eugene Acevedo create wealth?
several things. The first is I maximize my
Potential.
my potential, so I make as much money as I can. I don't spend it on myself, which is another matter altogether, mostly. No? The second way is
Money Masters with Chinky Tan.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on Shake Positive are their own and do not necessarily represent those of the producers, hosts, or network. Shake Positive is for entertainment and informational purposes only. While guests may share insights on financial and business topics, this does not imply endorsement of any products or services. Viewers should perform with their own research.
Guys, now we're in for a treat right now. We are going to talk to someone who has humble beginnings and rose to the ranks. And right now, sobrang galing po. Ang makakausap lang naman natin, siya lang naman ang bangko that leads in terms of transformation, innovation. Wag na natin patagalin. The President and CEO of RCBC. Let us welcome Mr. Eugene Acevedo. Palakpakan naman! Yes!
thank you.
Hi, Sir Eugene.
Thank you, Chiki.
Thank you so much, ha?
I was looking forward to this. Matagal na. Buti lang I met you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you also for watching our show, di ba? So, maraming nakakilala sa iyo as, the president of a big bank. But many did not know how you started, your humble beginnings. Can you please share with us?
Oh yes, sure. I was born in Cebu, but I grew up sa Surigao del Sur. I'm really Bisaya.
But you speak Bisaya?
I speak Bisaya extremely fluently.
Oh!
In fact,
Kabalo?
nung kinder ako,
Oh.
I did not speak much English. In fact, siguro a few words of English lang na I was embarrassed by my kindergarten teacher kasi di ko maintindihan yung sinasabi niya. May Tagalog stila sa punto and my wife makes fun of about my Bisaya accent.
No, dili naman talaga matatanggal pagka
Oh, syempre.
Oo, kaya nga,
Siyempre.
I don't like going to talaga. Kasi pagbalik mo, you will have that accent talaga.
Yeah, but I like going home. In fact, this July will be our 45th year reunion of my high school class.
Wow.
So I grew up there until high school, and then I went to San Carlos for my bachelor's degree. And then after which I taught at UP. I was a physics major, so I taught physics in UP Diliman. And then ang gusto ko talaga was to be an executive, a president of a bank, in fact.
Talaga? Ever since?
Was my ambition around third year college. I don't know, nagkataon lang. Maybe because that time, I was reading these magazines. Tapos, they talk about careers of young men and women who came from humble backgrounds, but who rose up the ranks. I said, uy, pwede ko rin palang gawin yon. But the way kasi nobody hires a physics major. So I had to go to AIM, take my master's, and I studied hard so that my credentials would be sufficient for AIM to give me a scholarship. And I was successful, thankfully. And after that, I stayed with Citibank for 23 years.
Wow.
I was assigned for about 9 years. I had foreign assignments.
Hindi, pero nag-start ka ba sa kasi?
I started as a management trainee. Since I was one of the top of my class, Citibank gave me a slot in the management training program. But yung una kong trabaho was even below assistant manager.
Anong taon to?
That was 1987, May.
Uy, matagal na to, 87.
Ang tagal na nito. And then, I was an operations officer. So yung trabaho ko, tiga-type ng cheque, tiga-process ng time deposit.
Oh.
And then, I had 7 people working for me. Most of them were members of the union, believe it or not. They're still my friends. And talagang hard work. And I would stay till 9, sometimes 11 in the evening. But, alam mo, ang dami ko natutunan dun especially managing people.
Okay. So, imagine mo, pagka-graduate lang, may tao ka na agad.
Oo.
Oo. At ang pinakamahirap, honestly, guys, ang pinakamahirap is to manage people talaga. Kasi you cannot control people eh. Ano yung mga na-discover at natutunan mo?
Oh, I used to lead organizations in college when I was
student leader ka na.
I was chairman in high school and student council chairman in college. But it was still different. Kasi I used to think Nako, walang naniniwala sa akin in San Carlos before. Not everybody will believe you or follow. Then I would think, siguro sa corporate world, this will not be a problem. Kasi
Bayad naman.
kung ayaw nila,
Oo.
hindi I can do something about it. Big mistake.
Bakit?
Because it's the same. Wherever you are, you need to manage people. And one of the main lessons I had was, it's really first about friendships and trust.
Relationship, no?
Relationship talaga. And the next is motivation. I had to earn the relationship. Just because you show up to become their boss, doesn't mean that they'll respect you as the
Wow.
boss. So, Chinky, ginawa ko, I learned every single job. So, for example, if somebody's absent, I can go in there and do the work myself. Yung pinaka-complicated na trabaho, yung isang complicated accounting, I learned it. Siyempre, I did it in the house. I lived in Pasong Tamo. I had no car then. I would ride a jeepney. So, I stayed in this non-aircon room in Pasong Tamo. Doon, nung gabing yon, I did my accounting just to learn. So, in case anything happens, I can do the work even manually.
So, ang ibig sabihin talaga niya, let me bring you back, no? Ang ganda ng mga leadership lesson nito. Kasi FYI, people can follow you based on your title and your position. Pero paano kung wala ka ng title and position? Kaya nga dito natin ma-realize, would you agree with me, Sir Eugene, that leadership is not only about title and position, but leadership is all about the word called influence?
Yes, it's ay nako. I wish I knew these things when I was in high school. But it really starts with, even before influence, and influence makes the biggest difference. Even before influence kasi, people need to respect you for your skills. You need to be deserving of the position. Now, but that's the most basic thing. Many people come into jobs with that. But what happens afterwards is another thing. And what I've learned is influence can actually be split up into three things. The first is you have to really naturally and sincerely care for people.
Yeah.
You really have to care for people. You need to know birthdays, what their favorite drink is, yung mga pet peeves nila. So you build a friendship. But that comes naturally if you like people.
Paano ko hindi?
Kung hindi, then you shouldn't be managing. You have to do a job na ikaw lang mismo
At saka yung computer siguro.
Yan ngayon. Maraming trabahong ganun. The second thing is, you need to make sure that your people become more successful.
Ang galing.
And the way to do this is to train them not just on what they're doing, but what they probably will be doing in the future. So you have to plan ahead for them by training them early enough.
May career growth, no?
And that's the third.
Ay!
You got it. The third thing is, you need to map out a career plan for them.
Para they will stay with you.
I don't think about it that way.
Okay.
Because then, it's about the company. You have to think about it. If you sincerely think about it, you're thinking about it in terms of what's good for them.
For their benefit.
For their benefit. Kasi, you know, relationships go beyond companies. The people I took care of when they were younger are still my friends and they're doing very well. I never thought about them contributing to the bank more because I helped them. Yeah, maybe siguro some of that got into the picture, but ano kasi I think, let me explain a bit, no? The reason why I think this way is because in the bank, at least in Citibank when I started, my boss took care of me that way.
Na-mentor ka, na-coach
Oo,
ka.
so, Inky, this is the only way I know how to lead.
Yeah.
Parang ganun, no? So I mentorship and taking care of people, taking care of careers is how Citibankers train young people under them. And I've been bringing it wherever I go.
Galing. So, guys, ito lang. Let me recap a little bit. This is really pretty exciting. Especially kung ikaw ay nasa sales, nasa corporate, and you're owning a business. Itong pinag-usapan natin, yung first topic natin, it's all about leadership. It reminded me of yung John Maxwell 5 Levels of Leadership. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not that familiar, but I've heard it several times.
Yeah, number one is the leadership by position. The people follow you because of your title. Second P is leadership by permission.
Oh.
Permission, because they follow you because they trust you, because you build relationship, which you mentioned. But the next important na sinabi niya, okay, relationship, pero kung ikaw lang nakikinabang at feeling nila ginagamit mo sila, they will not stay long. Kaya nga yung third P is people development, which you did. Dinedevelop mo sila. Pero may matindi na hindi mo napapansin, yung next level is production. Nag-ano na sila, they are already also producing their own result because you allow them. Alam nyo bakit? FYI, I don't know kung nakaka-relate kayo, may mga ibang, hindi ko naman nila lahat, may mga ibang leader or mga boss mo, ayaw na mas magaling ka kaysa sa kanila. Tama?
Tama yun. And I've exactly the thoughts about that. No? I always make it a point whenever may bago akong trabaho that I train a successor. The idea kasi is, parang I will not be able to move up in the ranks if no one can replace me. So I always make myself dispensable. I always train enough people to, I delegate, I give them responsibility. Like in my job now, 2 years ago, I found a deputy CEO. So the succession plan is intact. I love my job, but I am not in love with the position.
Yeah.
My responsibility is to make sure that the company does well. And if anything happens to me, God forbid,
May tagasunod na.
somebody is going to take my place. The good thing about that, Chinky, is I'm able to split my work with someone. As a result, the leadership becomes more productive.
Yeah.
So it's an enlightened way to look at things. Kasi I can also be greedy and say, I'm not. Or I can say, I will not teach the person everything that I know para I'm here forever. But that's not the way I grew up. That's not the way I grew up. That's not the way I was trained. So the only way I know is to move people up.
Galing. So, again, ito yung levels of leadership. Number 1 is position. Number 2, people follow because of your title. Number 2, permission. People follow you because you build relationship. Because people do not care how much you know until they know how much you really care for them.
Yes.
And then number 3 is people development. You help other people to develop themselves, their skills, their strength. And last, yung tinatawag natin production. Nagpuproduce na rin sila. Sila mismo, they rose up the rank. First session pa lang natin yan. So right now, syempre, pag-usapan muna natin, I want to make it more personal naman.
Sige.
Kasi I'm teaching yung sa financial literacy for the Filipino masses. And sinasabi ko kasi that they need to understand there are 4 elements na kailangan nila makomplete para magkaroon sila ng financial peace and financial freedom. I call it the CHIP method, CHIP. First is create money.
Yes.
Kailangan marunong kang gumawa ng pera.
Yes.
Wala tayong pag-uusapan, di ba? And next is H, handle. Kasi kahit magaling ka mag-create, pero poor ka sa handling, ubos. Di ba? Financial discipline. And then third is I, invest. Kasi kahit na, di ba, magaling ka mag-create, handle. But the moment you stop working, you stop earning, but you don't stop spending. So, kailangan magkaroon ka ng tinatawag na passive income, money working for you.
Yes, that's the last P. That's the P.
I.
Oo.
May last P. Kahit magaling ka mag-create, mag-handle, mag-invest, but if you fail to do P, which is protect your hard-earned money. Di ba?
I agree.
Di ba? We're just one hospital bill away
Yes, I agree.
to wipe out your entire...
I agree.
So, ito yung 4, and I want to pick your mind.
Okay, sige. I have views there. My view is similar to that, but the one I always stress is you decide first how much you save before you start.
Sige, bago natin pumunta sa save, gusto ko kasi mag-umpisa tayo sa C muna. Bago, H
sa
kasi
C,
yan eh.
sa C,
Oo.
okay.
Sa creation muna. Okay.
Sige, sa creation muna.
Oo. First income mo, work. Di ba? First income mo, work. Tama?
Yes.
Okay na ba yung salary during that time?
It's a dynamic process, no. Many things have to be, but anyway, what I mean really is to set yourself at a level na you create wealth will require that you build skills that will be paid for.
Galing.
And which means that before you invest in financial asset, you invest in yourself first.
Ayun nga, masyadong honestly, Sir Eugene at lahat naman nakikinig, minsan masyado overrated na sinasabi. Parati nyo naman sinasabi, invest in yourself kasi nasa educational sector kayo. Pero why should a person, an employee, graduate na ako. I paid my dues. Why should I still learn?
Yes.
Why?
Now, in this case, obviously, graduating from college is part of that process. But see, the thing kasi is, there's just so many new things, new technology coming out. And companies pay for those new skills. So for example, AI. If your resume doesn't have AI, you will not be able to compete compared to somebody else who has AI. Now, so many chemical engineers now, I noticed this trend, so many chemical engineers, wala namang masyadong manufacturing facilities in this country, are learning data science. You go to AIM, you check the list, ang daming chemical engineers. Kasi it turns out chemical engineers think like data scientists. So if you keep building skills and make your resume attractive, then you create more personal wealth for yourself. So it's really maximizing your intellectual capabilities and making it more marketable. You have to start that way. You have to start that way. And me, I was a physics major when I started. Nobody's gonna pay for a physics major. Ngayon, a lot of people pay for physics majors because we're good in data science. But that time, the only way I would get paid is if I studied for a master's degree. So the first wealth I created had to do with building my capabilities and skills. The second wealth I created was by moving up the ranks. And the best way to do it, although I did not think that way, the best way to do it is to work with people and influence people so that the measurement of your achievement will be based on the achievement of a group that you lead. So I have this, I call it performance mathematics, Chinky. It's the way you're valued starts with your individual performance. The next is how you influence people and you become more productive because you work with teams.
Yeah.
The other thing is because you work harder. The harder you work, parang overtime, the harder you work, the more you get. But the real exponential growth
Saan?
is when you become a proven leader. When you become a proven leader, you get paid much more because the production of the company is significantly attributed to you.
Grabe, ito I don't want to miss this learning opportunity. Sayang to. Guys, kung na-miss out mo to, this is a master class on its own. Ang 3-step process, number 1, ikaw muna. Diba? Kailangan mag-build ka, diba? Ikaw, dapat may result ka. Diba? Pag wala kang resulta, wala kang halaga. Honestly, no offense meant. Number 2, not only the ability for you to produce on your own, but the ability for you to work with a team. Diba? Importante yan. Yung parang, diba? Yung parang, teamwork tayo. Diba? Kayang-kaya natin to.
Synergy.
Yes. Pero ang tama ka eh. The most valuable is for you to be able to equip and empower other people. And you will be the leader. And you know why? Ito lang there's no such thing as permanent employment right now in this world.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yes, that's why you have to maximize the time you're given.
Yeah, because the only thing that is permanent in this world is what? Change.
So your shelf life is limited.
Yeah. But there's such a word called permanent employability. You make yourself so valuable in the team, in the organization, that they cannot afford to lose you. Diba?
No, but that is exactly right. The paradox behind it, the flip side to it is, the more you make yourself dispensable because you take care of other people and you move them up, the more indispensable you become.
Kasi nga, kung nawala ka, yung teamwork, relationship, wala eh.
The way I look at it kasi is parang ganito, no? When I choose future leaders, Chinky, of course, I look for performance, but the most important criterion I have is I choose the one who has produced the most superstars.
Yeah.
The real test of leadership is the ability to build leaders under you.
Yeah. Success without a successor is a failure. Exactly. So, ito naman, I'm interested naman, syempre, with your experience, vast wealth of experience. We want to know naman, syempre, how does a Eugene Acevedo create wealth on your own? Syempre naman, kasi sinasabi, walang pera sa work lang, di ba? Dapat magnegosyo ka. Pero how can a executive or let's say a corporate person create wealth?
Several things. The first is I maximize my
potential.
My potential, so I make as much money as I can. I don't spend it on myself, which is another matter altogether, mostly. No. The second way is I invest. I have no expensive luho. I still spend like I'm provinciano. When I spend, I generally invest. My biggest expense is the education of my children,
Oh.
which is an investment in itself. There was a time that I used to buy stocks. It started in 1993 when the bull run of the Philippines happened. So grabe yun. I remember the PNB IPO.
Yeah.
Marami nun eh. That 93, 94, so much wealth was created in
Hindi,
this
can you
country.
tell us specific para kasi hindi naman nila inabutan 93. Magkano nilabas mo magkano naging
Ay, ang daming dumoble. I remember, may mga tao ako nun sa operations na they would borrow money from their parents kasi I know naman how much yung sweldo nila. But kumuha sila ng allocation and they were able to double their money. At that time, aggressive yung stock market eh. Ngayon, unfortunately, hindi na.
Nag-flat siya.
For quite a number of years. No? And to be fair, even globally, the stock market is not that exciting. No? So for now, since interest rates are very high, I decided to park a part of my money in
sa real estate.
In real estate, I've been doing that ever since. Initially because I needed my own home. Later on because I wanted to buy for my children. But nagtanong-tanong kasi ako, Chinky.
Okay.
So every time I meet, or not all the time, but oftentimes when I meet retired individuals who are in their 70s,
Okay.
I ask them,
Ano?
how did you invest your wealth, etc. And they keep saying
Ano
real
bata ka
estate.
pa nun?
Since 10 years ago.
Okay.
I'd be asking them, tapos sabihin, real estate. The fortune in this country has been from real estate kasi
Totoo 'yun.
Ratchada is, for example, Ayala Alabang. I remember when I was a young trader, ang mura-mura pa nun. And then when I finally bought 10,000 per square, ngayon 200,000 plus na
Sa
per
Ayala
square.
Alabang nakakuha ka ng 10,000 per
Nung ang tagal ko na kasi bumili.
But still, that's 10,000 before. Anong taon yun?
A long time ago.
Anong taon? 20, 30?
Almost 20 years ago.
Okay nga, 2025 ngayon eh. So, 2005.
2005.
Mura. Well, technically.
Around that time. Around that. Was it 10 or 20? Basta around that.
Pero yun nga, mataas na rin yun kasi 10,000, 2005, malaking pera na yun.
Compared to the ones who bought at less than 1,000, yung mga 300 per square ata.
Sa Alabang.
Ang tagal-tagal na.
Pero imagine mo guys, ito lang 20 years, yung 10,000 naging 200,000, nag-20 times. Eh kung ilalagay natin sa normal hindi naman lalaki.
Walang ganun. Ang problema lang is, if you need money,
Ay, hindi pwede ibenta agad,
hindi
mahirap.
pwede ibenta kagad.
Oo.
But you need a home anyway.
Exactly.
So you're using it, you're not paying rent, and it's gaining in value. So you should have at least one of those things.
Alam mo, ito lang, para mas maging, yung sinasabi ni Sir Eugene is ganito. The way I see it naman, the reason why I also went into real estate, pinag-aralan ko lahat ng mga billionaires sa Pilipinas eh. None of them, not even one of them, walang real estate business. All of them are.
Yes. And real estate development business makes a significant margin by itself. And your assets grow very fast in value. So you make money both ways. You make money on development and you make money on land banking.
Grabe.
Like SM, I was just talking to somebody earlier. SM was my client since 1995.
Okay.
And I helped them finance the South Mall, the one in
Projects.
BF, the original South Mall in BF. But look at them now. They own big portions of Makati. I just saw a building that was being emptied. I think SM already bought it and they're going to redevelop it.
Nakakainis.
Incredible.
Nakakainis.
Incredible. But the good guys are doing a good job.
Hindi, yung guys, ito ang sabihin ko sa inyo Hindi porket, ay wala naman akong ganung kalaking pera na pwede mag-invest sa property. 'Di ba, Sir Eugene, meron ng REIT, R-E-I-T.
Yeah,
Can you
the
educate
REITs.
us ano yung REIT?
The REIT is like buying stocks, but the stocks that you buy owns property. So parang you're a part owner of a big inventory of properties. And then, maganda yung dividends na binabayad.
Oo.
It's a high dividend. So parang, one way to imagine it is like,
May paupahan ka.
it's like you're renting it out. Yes,
Oo.
exactly. Except na, parang you can imagine it like that. But the good news is, if you want to get out, you can
Anytime.
sell.
Anytime.
You can sell
Oo.
anytime. So, the REIT is a perfect compromise because it's real estate, but it is liquid.
And not only that, kasi as low as a few thousand pesos, pwede
You
ka na
can
makibakas.
participate. Oo.
And there are two ways to earn money sa REIT. Number one is through dividend. I think yung mga REIT shares nila, average, are you familiar kung ilang percent per annum?
Mga, they're in mga 6% ata.
Still, that's still good. 6% interest per annum. That's number one.
That's already high time deposit rate.
Number two, meron din siyang tinatawag na capital appreciation. Ang ibig sabihin, kasi in time, tumataas din yung presyo ng property. Or if not naman, pag tumaas ang share value, kunyari, piso mo nabili. Tapos after 2 years, 3 years, naging 2 pesos. Kumuha ka na ng dividend, tapos nagbenta mo pa, kumita ka pa ng 100%. Yun yung kagandahan ng...
Yun yung maganda doon. So, the nice thing about REIT is it make real estate democratic.
Oo.
It makes it available
Tingi.
sa mga... tingi, sachet.
Yes.
Sinasachet yung real estate.
Yeah. Guys, if you want to know more about REIT, kung gusto nyo malaman yung full-blown education, we have already someone who can help you. Si Rex Mendoza really shared yung start, paano yan. Just type REIT. I-send ko sa inyo yung links for you to know more. So, syempre pinag-uusapan na natin investment, pero na-create na tayo na sa investment na tayo, pero kalimutan natin, sir, yung handle. We want to know how you handle your finances. Paano ka ba, nag-iipon ka ba?
I spend much less than people at my level. Parang, sa pamilya kasi namin, my siblings call me the most kuripot in our family. I don't like spending too much. Kasi maybe because dumaan ako nung time na wala akong kotse.
Oh.
Nag-jeep la ako for 3 years.
Wow.
I stayed in a non-aircon room in
Pasunta mo. Oo.
So I would take the jeepney to go to work. So because of that, parang you cannot remove that kakuriputan from me. So, and then, since I'm the eldest in the family,
Ilan kayo magkakapatid?
5 kami.
Ay, grabe.
So I feel a certain responsibility. My father kasi supported us early on, and then at a certain point, my father's company wasn't doing well. So I still remember the time. I still remember na anything can happen. So I am extremely conservative with my spending patterns. So if I spend, I like some art, but it's for investment. I stay away from toys for big boys because that's not me. My definition of happiness would be watching a movie on Netflix or reading a book or tinkering with AI.
Galing.
My newest hobby now is arguing with AI. it's DeepSeek has this feature called DeepThink.
Okay.
So I'm doing my doctorate now in AIM. So when I can talk to my advisor or I can argue with AI. AI will argue with me about certain things, and that alone, I can do it for hours.
Totoo yun.
My God.
Ano, kinakausap mo verbally or type?
You can but this one I'm typing kasi I feel weird talking to a machine. So I'm typing. Tsaka ano rin kasi parang I'm also processing in my head.
Okay.
So I type and then I wait. Kasi it takes a while for it to reason. It's called a reasoning machine.
Tama.
Those are my sources of joy. I go home, I have my cats. And Georgia, the only girl cat in the house, is the one who comes to me, and those are my sources of happiness.
Friends, ito lang just to recap a little bit. Kung makikita nyo talaga yung purpose purpose of creating money, di ba? Handling money, investing money. Ang goal niya is hindi lang para sa kanya. Ang tingin ni Sir Eugene is the next generation. And did you know, the Bible says, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. That's number one. The second one, grabe, ito rin, now, ano yung latest book na ilalabas mo?
My last one was Reinvent and Outperform. It's meant for young professionals, how they do better in jobs. The next one is The Future Leader. It's a book for the next gen CEOs.
Paano?
Things like, what are the new issues in the world now? Sustainability, plastics, inequality, social inequality, how to make education work, how to mentor. Certain issues, some of them na pinag-usapan natin today, the reason why, and leadership, the reason why I'm ready to answer those questions is also because I've been writing about them. So what's happening is, yung mga nasa LinkedIn who ask me questions, I use those questions to write posts. The posts that I write are the ones that go into the book.
Tama, ang galing.
So, parang ginawa ko to not for me, but, well, it makes me happy. But it's like me mentoring
Many
hundreds.
more. Thousands.
I'll start with hundreds. But every day, I get people who send me a note to say, thank you for writing these things. I read your posts every day.
Wow.
And that alone makes me feel fulfilled. And maybe I will need less hypertension medications as I grow older.
So, how did they read that book? Paano nila ma-avail yung...
Unfortunately, naubos na sa fully book.
Ay!
But if you need to follow me, just go to LinkedIn and if you read all my posts, it's like you're reading my book. That is the most efficient
Ay, kailan ka
way.
magre-rerun? Mag-rerun ka na.
Tatanungin ko yung... I submitted kasi my third book and maybe by July it will come out. Siguro by that time.
Yeah.
I think Reinvent and Outperform is in National Bookstore. Nauna kasi yung fully book ngayon, it's in National Bookstore.
Yeah. So, it's a challenge naman natin right now. Si Mr. Eugene Acevedo na mag-ipon. Oo, mag-ipon. Alam natin nag-iipon na yan, pero meron kaming fun way. Ginamify namin ang pag-iipon.
Oh nga, yeah, that's, you have your shirt.
Oo, isa pa Wiponaryo. Ito, it's a deck of cards. So, every day, what they do is they just pick a card. Pick one. And then kindly read the back. Ano yun?
Okay. What's the time now challenge? What's the time now challenge? Kung ano yung oras ngayon, habang binabasa mo ito, kunin mo yung numerical value at yun ang halagang ihuhulog mo sa ipon box.
O, kanyari, ito, 4 o'clock na. Magpo 4 o'clock na.
So, you give 4.
400. Oo, 400 pesos.
400. You put it there.
Yes. O, dito naman, ilalagay naman natin dito kasi meron siyang denomination, 20, 50,
So, you
100.
mark it.
Mark 1, 2, 3, 4 dots.
Oh.
And then after that, you put the money here, di ba yung barya, pero papel here.
Oo.
So, pag na-complete mo tong challenge na ito, may 60,000 ka. Parang gamified siya, di ba?
See, gamification is powerful.
Oo, kasi ano eh.
Kasi we grew up enjoying games.
Totoo, parang game board.
Oh.
Di ba?
You enjoy it and the theory, the practice
Oo,
comes
tsaka
with
nagiging
it.
habit mo.
Habit forming.
Habit forming siya. Every day, pick a card lang. Pagkatapos ano. So, we'll give you this card. Para sa ano mo. Oh, baka pwede nating ano to sa company mo. Di ba?
Oo
Sa
nga
RCBC. Di ba?
Ipon is life.
Oo.
Nada, this is powerful. Thank you.
Yan.
See, very smart. Very smart. Thank you very much.
It's an honor and pleasure. Guys, sana naman may natutunan kayo. If you want to get in touch with Eugene, Sir Eugene, please go to LinkedIn. Ask him anything. Do you also accept invitation for corporate speaking engagement?
I have 2 next week, but I have to space it kasi I have a full-time
Yeah.
job.
Guys, just reach out to him if you want to invite him. Marami kayong matutunan in our short session. Actually, this will be a 2-part episode. Sobrang haba kasi nitong usapan namin. Ang dami ko natutunan from leadership to values, through, yun nga, how to rise the corporate ladder of success. Sobrang valuable to. And again, maraming salamat. Please type in the comment section kung ano yung mga revelation na natutunan nyo dito. This is a rare opportunity but I know it will bless many. Maraming salamat. Tatandaan, tamang karunungan, tamang disiplina po ang susi sa pagyaman.
Since I did not speak a word of English, maybe except thank you and good morning, hinahawakan ko yung bag ko.
Baka mawala.
Oh, parang, so the teacher went over to me, Chinky, smiled, got my bag. All the parents were watching. So nakita na, uy, yung bata, hindi naman nakaintindi.
Narinig mo?
Money Masters with Chinky 10.